So friends, we have been sharing these thoughts for a long, long time. Not only you are listening to me, but also nowadays we are exposed to so many sources of thought, especially internet and all that. And apart from that, there are many people we come across in life. So many ideas we have picked up. Sometimes each person, you must sit down and take a stock of all that you have heard so far and ask yourself a question. Are you absolutely at peace with yourself? Like Rama asked to Vasishtha. Vasishtha, his guru, he asked the question, Kadaham Vishrantim Nashyami Meru Shrunga Ibambuda. Amazing imagery. O Lord, please tell me, Aham Kada Vishrantim Nashyami. When I shall find complete repose, absolute peace. And he gives a beautiful imagery example. Meru Shrunga Ambudaiva. Ambuda means clouds. Massive clouds, when they are floating in the space, they reach the highest mountain peak. And once they reach there, it looks like as though they are settled down there forever. No future, no past. Nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. Meru Shrunga Ambudaiva, like a huge cloud, when it perches on the highest peak of the mountain, how restful it is. Like that, when shall I find that repose in myself, where there is nothing more to look for, nothing to crave, nothing to resist, nothing. Think of it. Please let me know. Think. After which, I am least worried about anything whatsoever. Even Bhagavad Gita also, in the second chapter, after talking about this karma yoga, that's how a person should live his life, Bhagavan says beautifully, Srutibi pratipannate yada sthasyati nischala samadho achala buddhi tada yogam avapsyasi. Shruti vipratipannade. Hey Arjuna, you have been listening to many things. Whether it is yoga, karma yoga, sankhya yoga, all these things you are listening, many different dimensions. You get a complete picture. And in that complete picture, please think of it. In that complete picture, it begins with what? Who you are. What is your body? What is your gross body? What is your subtle body? What is your causal body? A complete picture is given to you. Waking state, a dream state, a deep sleep state, mano, buddhi, chittam, ahankara, the indecisions, decisions, deliberations, memories of all kind, I thought. And then of course, that by which you are conscious of everything. Not only what all you are conscious of, but that by which you are conscious of, you listen to it. Have you seen it, the complete picture, and you yourself are the part of that complete picture, where you clearly understand what all things I have and who I am. All the things that I am conscious of, and that's something by which I am conscious of. Universal existence. Friends, is it not true? What all you see, what all I see with your eyes are different. You looking this side, I looking that side, somebody in Iceland, somebody in North Pole, somebody in Sahara Desert. What all you see are varied, but the seeing is same. Eye is seeing. Go to your eyes. 8 billion pair of eyes are same. But what all things the eyes have seen, no single individual can ever see. Are you getting that point? Please. As when eyes are same, but the sights that you have, each person has seen, is just impossible to duplicate. Everybody can't see that. Ears hear sound. The sounds that you have heard, I have not heard. Billion people, 8 billion people, 8 billion pairs of ears listen to so many varieties of sound. But our ears are same. Our tongues are same. But what all it has tasted, it varies from person to person to person. Our nose is same. The fundamental activity is breathing. With that breathing, what smells coming in is not in our choice. But nose is same. What all you hear, infinity variety. What you touch, infinity variety. Same skin. What all things you have touched, what all things I have touched. 8 billion people. Please understand, friends. What all you have tasted varies. Tongue is same. What all you have smelt is varied. Nose is same. So each one, according to our own perceptions, where we are. The physical body is here for me in India, for somebody is in America, for somebody is in Australia, for somebody is in Europe, somebody is in polar region, somewhere in wherever they are. According to that, what all we see, hear, taste, touch, smell, that goes on varying. But that by which the entire humanity is seeing, the eyes are same, ears are same, tongue is same, nose is same. That is why you can transplant one person's eyes into another person's eyes. One person's leg into another person's leg. Whatever you say, whatever you transplant, every organ you can transplant. You can't say, I'm Eskimo eyes, I cannot fit into that cornea, will not fit into a Sahara Desert man. No, same machine. And as they see, as the sense organs hear, see, touch, taste, smell, thoughts are inevitable. The moment all of us, friends, inescapably have gathered their memories, the sense organs, those which helped us to gather those memories, now they are helpless. They have no access to the land of memories. Please see that. Our sense organs have no access to the land of memories. What all things, sounds you have heard, all that you have touched, you have tasted, you have smelt, you have seen, you have walked to, lifted, spoken, memories. The physical body and your physical gross sense organs or organs of action have no access to your personal universe of memory, thoughts of many kinds. Yet, friends, each one of us is alive to our land of memories. Into my land of memories, you may be a part of it because of your thought is there, but you have absolutely no access to my land of memories. I have no access to your land of memories. But I am, though my sense organs have no access there, but one thing is certain, I am conscious. I am aware. Think of it. I'm conscious, aware. Your thoughts, my thoughts are varied. But that by which I am conscious, that by which you are conscious, that principle, that knowing principle, is the same, universal for all of us. The moment you open your eyes, I open my eyes, what we see can vary depending on which direction we are looking at. But our eyes are same. The moment you close our eyes, you have your personal universe, your memories. I have my own memories. I have no access to your thought. You don't have access to my thought. As if there is a pair of eyes which see, pairs of ears which hear, the leg which walks, the tongue which tastes, the nose which smells. What is that knowing principle in all of us, in whose presence we are aware, we know, jnanam, janati. Janati tameva bhantam anuvati etat samastam jagat. Janati, janati, janati. You know. Everything anubhati. Janati, janami, tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagat. Janami, I know, I know, I know. What is that principle? Which is bhati, janati, knowing principle. It's not a sense organ. It's not an organ of action. It's not a body. It's nothing physical about it. It's not a gross object in the outside world. It's not a thought. Any thought including I thought. But a knowing principle. Because I name it knowing principle, it doesn't become a knowing principle. Because it is a presence inescapable. Friends, please observe it. The whole thing is in us, can't escape. World shall change. Sense organs don't change. Sense organs can change. Your memories don't change. Your memories can change. But that way which you are aware of your memories remains ever the same. Sadly, unfortunately, our focus is already always on what all we hear, but not that way which we hear. Tell me, sir, how long you are worried by what all people have told you and how much are you worried by your pair of ears? Laugh at yourself, think for yourself how dumb dodo we are. People have made us stupid. Without my ears, I shall not hear one single whisper of a sound. Yet, all that the ears hear is so important, we never think of ears. Without your body being there, the skin, can you touch anything? But what all you have touched is, oh. Everybody is lost. So much of importance given to it. Skin, poor thing. It is used to create memories and then finished. What all your eyes have seen, friends. Do you ever remember your eyes? If you have to be thankful for this universe, shall you be thankful for the things that are existing, or shall you be thankful for your eyes because of which you are seeing? If somebody asks you to give up the eyes that by which you are seeing or things that you are seeing, which shall you give up? If there is a choice, what all sin, let it go. Because that it is not there, I can see. I don't want to be blind. Be human, friend, be human. Don't try to be pandits, informed person. Understand? Oh, I am a big singer or talker or experiencer. I've seen these, heard these exclusive sounds, exclusive touches. Sir, however exclusive you are, will be stupid. What all you have heard, seen, touched, tasted, they are far away in time, gone. What is hunting you? Your memories. You are hunted by your memories. Sitting down there, Bruddhastava Chinta Magnaha. Balastavat Krida Sakta. The child playing about. Poor little thing. Happily playing. Happily means what? Just no worries, no anxieties. Just playing about. Tarunastavat Taruni Rakta. When your body is young, you are totally lost in every sense object or a physical body which is all the senses. The body can be heard, touched, tasted, smelt, seen. Boy, girl, doesn't matter, sir. Body is the most powerful sense organ and sense object. Your body is your sense organ. Your body is a sense object for others. Please think of it. Your body is a sense organ. One's organ which is all over. Touch. Inside, outside. That is the maximum, most powerful sense organ. Is your touch, your body. And yet, it's a sense object. Most powerful sense object. The sensation that the body can provide, no other object can provide. It's nice to be informed about all the informations in the different scriptures around the world. It doesn't matter, sir. But the most important scripture is your own body. You study it. And if a scripture doesn't give me any information about my body, it doesn't deserve to be a scripture. Do you know why, friends? Please ask me. A simple thing, please tell me. We have done it before. Who is your best friend? With whom have you lived the longest? From your childhood until now, you have lived with your body. How many people have passed through this body? The father is gone, mother is gone, brothers are gone, sisters are gone. If you are 80, 90, 100 years old, you only are left out. Others have gone. Your body is your best friend. The way you treat it, it will treat you. You will treat it, it will give you disease. You keep it healthy, it will give you health. You drink, it will be giving you drunkenness. You overeat, it will give you exactly what you deserve. So the whole world must, any education must educate me about my physical body. And also these sense organs. Because without which I shall have no access to the universe. But we are talked about the distant mountains, distant deserts, distant oceans, distant cities, countries, continents. I don't know anything. How nice. I've heard about every type of sound, ears I don't know anything. Even the person who is dealing with my ears, he makes money by fixing it up, but he is also mad about the sounds. The eye, the person who is dealing with the eyes is as mad after the sense objects that are seen than anybody else. Think it, human friends. So the physical body has to be clearly understood because only in its presence you have the gateway to the universe. For the physical universe to be experienced, a physical body is absolutely imperative, needed, required, a blessing. But then, can the body see by itself? Think of it. You have got the body, no eyes, no ears, you are deaf, dumb, no eyes, blind. What shall you see? What shall you see? You will be an object of sympathy for others to show off that how they care for the disadvantaged. You want to be an object of sympathy? Feel blessed that you have got this body and also your sense organs. Listen carefully. What all things are there in this world you shall never ever be able to see. Few things you shall see, no problem, and that matters. But when I look through this, using this body, observe this creation, thoughts are created. And we have seen. All of us live in the same physical universe, but all of us live in our personal universe, the land of memory. You shall not understand the language that other people speak. You know only Oriya or Hindi or Tamil. There are thousands of languages around the world. You don't understand, I don't understand. Thousands of different varieties of food, dance, music. Everybody can't see that. And if you do that, if you see, you create your personal universe. More you have seen, small universe, big universe. You have got lot of thoughts in your head. Listen, friends. When you are alone sitting down, when you are 30-year-old, 40-year-old, certain times you are simply sitting down. What do? Look at your memory world. The father was there, it was so nice, mommy was so sweet, she's gone. That friend was like that. What happens to you? The physical world has nothing to do with your memory universe. The physical world, the physical universe, no way gets affected by what your thoughts you have. But what thoughts you have affect you so deeply that the entire universe cannot give you solace. The whole universe outside cannot provide you any solace because your personal universe is on fire. Anger, hatred, jealousy, deception, ingratitude, pain, you are finished. That is why people don't want to live in their personal universe. They can't keep their eyes closed. Because the moment you close your eyes, you are in the most deceptive universe. All that you don't want to see, don't want to remember, or you don't want to think, you don't like it, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, desire, anger, hatred, jealousy, only those things are full up. So what do? You want to escape into the world outside. But can you escape, friends? You can escape this world. Closing your eyes, the world is finished. But the moment you close your eyes, your personal universe is there. You open your eyes, your personal universe will haunt you. I'm not painting a frightening picture. I'm painting the most realistic picture so that you know, can I really be haunted by my mind, my thought world? No. Ajivin, there are sounds to be heard, ears are there. Forms to be seen, eyes are there. You didn't create, I didn't create. It comes loaded. Touches are there, skin is there, tastes are there, tongue is there, smells are there, the nose is there. Memories are there, consciousness is there. Chakshusha chakshuhu, srotrasya srotram, yadu manaso manoyatu. Wow. It has been provided. The eye of the eyes. Eyes see the world. Memories are formed. Eye of the eyes see the memories. Provided. Ears hear the sounds. Srotrasya srotram, the ear of the ear is provided to be aware of the thoughts of every kind. The tongue's taste, the tongue of the tongue, the nose of the nose, the ear of the ear, the eye of the eye. The eye of the eye is not an eye, E-Y-E. The ear of the ear, the ear of the ears, the eye of the eyes is not an eye or ear. The tongue of the tongue is not a tongue. The nose of the nose is not a nose. The smell of the smell is not a nose. Understand? All one and the same. That which is the srotasya srotram, chakshusha chakshu, that which is the eye of the eyes, that is the tongue of the tongues, all one. Same consciousness, awareness, call it chetana, call it atma, name it whatever you like. If you don't name it also, doesn't matter. The same thing in whose presence you are aware of all that your eyes have reported, all that your tongue has reported, all that your nose has reported, all that your skin has reported, everything is there. And that's something, please understand, like objects may disappear, your eyes are there. Eyes will go blind, your thoughts are there. Thoughts can disappear. Memories can be lost. Matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. As Bhagavan says beautifully in Bhagavad Gita. From me, here Arjuna, comes smriti. The memories are sustained in me. Jnanam, the knowledge, what you are aware of. Apohanam, forgetfulness. Forgetfulness is not a physical phenomenon. Are you getting that point, please? Forgetting is not a physical thing. My knees are forgetting. Knees forget. Forgetfulness is not a physical phenomenon. It's a mind. It's a subtle thing. And all the three things, perception, knowing what you get, perception, sensation, memory, smriti, and forgetting, all that you're forgetting, all the three things, matta comes from me, in your own presence. What do you say? Oh, I don't remember it. What do you mean I don't remember it? How do you know that you don't remember it? I know. What do you know? I don't remember. Oh, I remember it. How do you know? I know. What I know? I remember it. Do you remember this? Oh, forgot. How do you know? I know. What do you know? I forgot it. Are you getting that point, friends? The knowing, I should not be talking. That is why Gurustu Maunam Vyakhyanam, Shishyastu Chinna Sansaya. The teacher spoke in silence, students gone beyond every doubt. How do you talk about that by which everything is known? People can show you things, take it away. Provide a sound, take it away. Provide you a touch, take it away. Give you a taste, take it away. Give you a fragrance, take it away. They can touch your memories. Time, the thought comes, thoughts go, may be forgotten. But can the time snatch your awareness? Can a friend can deny your awareness? A king, government, emperors? Neither they can give it, nor anybody can take it, friends. Self, the simplest. Think, friends, just how sweet it is and how simple it is. Today, if somebody gives you a flower, not you say, thank you. Somebody gives a chocolate, धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया, merci beaucoup, बहुत शुक्रिया है आपकी, thank you. Just a chocolate, a good word, a little food, little water. Have you ever sat down, friends, to think over? Just sit down, be alone, think it, for God's sake, think it. Think it over. I said, think it over. I am doing this, I am doing that. No. You can't do anything. If you don't do also, universe will continue. But if you don't think, you are confused, you shall confuse a lot of people. Physical actions also come from your type of thinking, and convoluted, confused thinking, it destroys people. Thinking. Think, friends. If we are so grateful for a little chocolate, a little gift of something, sit down one day, midnight, alone, anywhere. Think. You shall see how busy, listen carefully, how busy the whole universe is to keep this boy going. Do that, you shall know it. When you are sitting down, alone in the midnight, do that, please. You shall not get better experience than anything else in this universe. You are sitting in a little space, but the vast space all over is providing you that accommodation. The space that accommodates you, where does it exist? All over. The little air which is going into your nose to keep this body alive, because you don't breathe, breathing happens. Oxygen you don't create, it's there. So the universe is taking care. Space in which my body is sustained, air by which the body is alive, fire by which the body's temperature is maintained, water is there, because of which water content, the thirst and everything taken care, and the body is alive, and the solid earth, the solid part of the body. Panchamahabhuta Jagat, Panchamahabhuta Sarira. Prapancha, 5 elements. This body when is sustained, where is your father? Where is your mother? Where is your brother? Where is your friend? Who is sustaining it? Through parents it came. Through their parents they also came. The whole universe is always existing. Billions have passed. Billions will pass. The whole creation is busy. Because I'm sitting down on the rooftop or on the ground. The earth is moving 16,000 miles per hour. Or whatever miles it is. Say 60,000 miles per hour. So in 1 minute, 1,000 miles. In 1 second, to make it easy, 20 miles. 1,200, make it right. 15 miles is moving. 1 second. I think I'm sitting here. I'm seated on a spaceship called Earth, which is moving 15 miles per second. I don't feel it. But if it doesn't move, the sun will not seem to rise. The sun is steady. The earth is moving. See, coming to light, going into shadow. Day and night. Who is creating? The circulation of air. The temperature, because of which summer, rain, winter, spring. How? Are you creating? The flora and the fauna. Are you creating? Whoever it is. Definitely not you. Definitely not us. How much you should be grateful. That samashti, totality. That samashti, totality. Macrocosm. Please don't lose yourself in the names, but to feel the universe. The words are beautiful, but to be misunderstood is horrible. Don't lose yourself in words, please. That is why Bhagavan says, Sruti bi pratipannate yada sthasyati nischala. Hey Arjuna, Sruti bi pratipanna. You have been listening to million things in your life. Therefore, million confusions are also. But listening to everything, when you find the core, who you are, nischala sthasyati. You remain absolutely steady. Meru srunga ivambuddha, like the clouds perched on the top peak of the mountains. You listened to everything. You heard everything. You touched, tasted, smelled, lived your life. So many thoughts, so many memories, so many informations. And then you understand this I, instead of gathering, dragging, identity, making every thought an identity, every perception an identity, every part of the body an identity. Who I am is free from all this. Sarvavastha vivarjita, sarvopadhi vinirmukta. No upadhi, no avastha, no thoughts, no form, no waking, no dream, no deep sleep. Nothing. That indeed is myself. Iti. And which can never ever be taken away. Who has given that to me? My father? My mother? My husband? My wife? My child? Born alone in this universe. My parents must be as much grateful to the universe. Call it Ishvara, call it God, call it truth. But don't say, my God, your God. That nonsense. That really destroys. My parents must be as much grateful to the universe That gratitude they should teach me too. But does it happen? If you tell, even to your parents, if you tell, your uncle is better, your parents will kill you. If you tell your teachers that the other teachers are better, they will hate you. Do you understand, friends? Nobody wants to be grateful, but everybody wants others to be grateful to him, to her. You understand the point? You are never grateful. You are an ungrateful wretch, like anybody else. Individualistic there, you shall be a sore thumb sticking out. I am the best. Oh, really? That is why you get such a suffocating, destroying, devastating blow in your life. You don't know where to go. Arjuna falls apart. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yaschokam uchoshanam indriyanam abhapya bhumau asapatnam ruddham samrajyam suranam api adhipatyam. Arjuna, the mighty prince. What does he say? Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yaschokam uchoshanam indriyanam. Indriyanam, the sokam, uchvasam, the sense organs, the way they torment, torture, destroy me. I'm so overwhelmed, O Lord. I don't think I can ever get out of it. Abhapya bhumau, in this earth, asapatnam ruddham samrajyam. Even if I get a samrajya, an empire, which is not only ruddham, prosperous, but also asapatnam, undisputed, no enemy. Or, in the hereafter, Suranam api adhipatyam, if I get the sovereignty of the gods, still, O Lord, these little sense organs of action, the way they torture, the little one thought, the way they torture, upon it I don't see anything can give me that peace and stillness. You can be king, sir, like the Chinese Great Wall. In the Great Wall of China, why did they create it? So that no enemy should enter it. Mighty wall, they built it up. In the first 100 years, or some 200 times or 300 times, or say 3 times also it was broken. I mean, people could get in. Why? Because the person, those who came to invade, they bribed the guards. You can put the massive wall. But if you put totally closed wall, neither you can go in or go out. But you want to go out, or else you will be the prisoner of your own wall. So you open that gate. There is a guard. The guard takes 200 rupees, you come. Your wall doesn't protect you. You got the person in the name of meditation, closing the eyes. Says, this house is there. You close the gate. Eyes, ears, everything is closed. But you are corrupt. The ahankar is corrupted. You shall be suffering inside. Your thoughts are good enough. You created boundaries. Nobody should talk like this, nobody should see like this. So many boundaries. Each person has created his own boundaries. And you become the prison of your own boundary. The people who are living in the wall, they must be told to be incorruptible. Even if the outside force comes in, don't allow them. Even if you allow them on your terms. If the individuality, the I, doesn't know anything about itself, it will pick up ideas, but it will be a prisoner of his ideas. See that thought, as I told you. The person wants everybody to be grateful to him, but he is ungrateful to everybody. Ask yourself, does you demand gratitude from your friend to whom you helped? Does you demand gratitude from your father, from your mother, from your brother, from your son, from your child, from your friends? So much I did, you don't even acknowledge it? The whole universe has done so much for us, because of which I am alive to say he is my brother, son, father, daughter, all that nonsense. Have you been ever little grateful to that? Krishna has to say that. Mai dattana apradaya biha yo bhungte stena evasa. Hey Arjuna, everything has been given out by me. When you say Krishna, don't say Krishna. Krishna doesn't say, I am the only God. Neither his devotees must say that he is the only God. Rubbish. Nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pasyami vishweshwara vishwarupa. There is no beginning, no middle, no end. Sabrahma, Sahari, Sendra, Suakshara, Paramaswarat, call it Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, call it Hari, call it this, call it that, call it a tree, call it a monkey, call it a man, any name. Sarvanama. All names are his names. No name is Anama. Anama. No name fits into it. Sarvanama. All names fit into it. Whichever one you like, you choose. I don't like any name, you choose. You don't like any name, right? Then why are you taking yourself a name I? For what? A name doesn't produce things. Neither a name dismisses things. Why are you afraid of names? Or why are you proud of informations? Be yourself. If we are not grateful to this universe, and we don't teach that gratitude to other people, people should be grateful to me. But I, self-made. You know, the people who are self-made, they worship their creator. You understand? A self-made man or a woman worships his or her creator. And who is her creator? Himself. Or himself or herself. Absolute rubbish, isn't it, sir? We are nowadays in this world today, so-called educated world, everybody is self-made. Parents, no contribution. People, no contribution. Then how on earth did you come into this world? The parents are useless, right? Did you create your script and started learning? You are enjoying the cars, buses, planes, everything. Somebody thought over it. Understand? But in all these things, what has happened is, friends, please, nobody has told us, please, that this physical body is part of this inseparable part of the universe. Sensations are inherent in the body. You can't get sensation from outside. Your pain comes from you. Your pleasant sensation comes from you, your body. The other person tickles you and wants to take credit. Did I not give you a good feeling? My foot. Do you understand? Somebody pokes you with a sharp needle. He creates that pain. Where? It is inherent in my body. Nobody takes credit for creating pain, nor should you take credit for creating pleasure. Because in your body, sensations are inherent. Same thing in the mind. Memories of pleasant sensations, memories of painful sensations, painful words, painful sensations. Relative memories. Absolute you. Awareness in whose presence the eyes see and all that is seen and all thoughts that are created. In whose presence all the thoughts that are created, the ears that hear and all the sounds that you hear. In its presence, all that you touch, all that is touched, and this touch sensation. Already there. The moment you see this, you are eternally grateful. Thank God. And friends, the universe never gives up upon us. You may say, I don't believe in God. The air still goes into your nose. I don't believe in anything. Still, all that you don't believe in are there. You don't lose your faculty. How stupid you can be. The whole universe. As beautifully Bhagavan says, no. Ishvaro sarvabhutanam hruddesha arjuna tishtati. Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrurudhani maya. Or as it comes in Lalita Sahasranam, Ya Devi sarvabhutesu, what? Matru rupena sanstita, Shakti rupena sanstita, Nidra rupena sanstita, Yella aparam, Ya Devi sarvabhutesu, sarva rupena sanstita, Namastasya, 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 Namo Namaha. Why you don't like mother image? All right. Ishvaro sarvabhutanam hruddesha arjuna tishtati. Talk it masculine. What I don't like that I don't like masculine, feminine. Brahmevaham didam jagatcha sagalam chinmatra vistaritam. Call it Brahman. Formless, grab it. Forms, grab it. Sometimes form, grab it. Sometimes formless, grab it. Sometimes female form, mother form, grab it. Sometimes male form, father, this image, grab it. Choice is yours. You are lost for choice, spoiled for choices. And not to a religion. This is the only God. It must be a woman, or it must be a monkey, or it must be formless. You know, why are you imposing limitation on limitless? Who do you think you are? And then if any other person worships any other God, they must be killed. So love them. But if they don't follow you, kill them. How beautiful. What wonderful. Just think, friends. So one who remembers this, we saw last time. Grateful to the universe, call it God, Ishvara, whatever you like, Chetana, consciousness. We have seen all that. You see the truth in it, Ishvara in it. Call it God. It's a temple. And which is the temple? Every place is a temple. Why? If in a dust, the same truth is there, the dust is a temple. In the mountain is there, the mountain is a temple. In the water is there, water is a temple. Everything is God, everything is temple. Swamiji, Pujya Swamiji was teaching one day, some place. Wow, amazing thought. Out of the world thought. Every person is an avatar, incarnation. Why? If the consciousness, you can extend it. Shastra gives one statement. You don't repeat it. You think it over. Million examples are there. Shankara gives an example of what? Ghata pata. Ghata pata means what? Ghata means pot made out of clay. Or the example of the pata. Pata means clothes. So the cotton. So these are the two examples given. Shankara was not advanced to give the example of matter and energy, to give the example of the car and other things. He was talking a chariot in a Upanishad. Are you stupid? In each generation, relative knowledge shall vary. Absolute knowledge is same. See, he gives the knowledge because when he was having an ashram, he didn't have the microphone. He didn't have the computer sitting down there. What class we are having now? Online nonsense. He didn't have it. He has got 4 people sitting down in front of him and teaching them everything. And that has lasted for only 4 people. It lasted for 4,000 years. It will last for 4 million years also. So the example that are given has to be contemporary. Will vary from people to people. That does not mean more advanced. Truth is not less advanced, more advanced. Truth is same when Krishna taught it. Now Krishnanand teaches it. Later on some Krishna Rao or K, artificial intelligence K teaches it. It doesn't matter, sir. Truth will be same. Imam vivasyate yogam pruktavan ahamabhyam vivasvan manave praha manu ikshakave bravit. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sa kalineva mahata yoga nashta parantava. Sayevayam mayatedya yoga prukta puratana. Why? Bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam edutam. Krishna didn't say, I'm your God sitting down and talking to you from the heavens. You are my friend, me sakha, my friend, admirer, bhakta. We are same, so friendly. But I have more knowledge, so you admire my wisdom, and I don't feel great about it. My purpose is to hand over the same wisdom to you. So who is bigger and who is smaller? And same thing has given from the beginning of the creation until now. Sometimes it is visible in the world, sometimes it is not visible in the world. You can look at yourself. Sometimes you may see it, sometimes you might be forgetting it, but later on you get established in it. So all the time, in your own little life, yugas goes on changing. So every person born, because same truth is there, same God is there, no? So every person, there is temple, is an avatar. No, individuality comes in as though the avatar is gone, as though. Again, when you study and individuality goes out, again you are back to the same truth. So it's a beautiful game going on for human beings. Ishvara, it is always the same, totality. So ask yourself, having studied these things, have you find a moment? That one verse I shall say, with that we shall finish. Yadate moha kalidam buddhim vyatitarishyati tada gantashi nirvedam srutavyasa srutasya cha. Hey Arjuna, yada te buddhi, when your intelligence, your intellect, call it about you, the thinker, resolving it all. What? Moha kalidam. All these groups of delusions. Groups of delusions means delusions about your roles, about your sight, about your sound, about your touch. This gives me happiness, that gives me unhappiness, this gives me miserable, this gives me power, that gives me strength. This is moha kalila. Because there is nothing in the object. You are imposing. You are imposing. Body is pain or pleasure? Morning is blissful or restless? Nothing in this universe as such. Everything inherent depends on you. Body has no sense of I am living. You say I am living, then the body changing, I am dying. So all these moha kalidam. Kalidam means like a assemblage, group. So many different types of confusions about different objects. Creator is one, you, I thought. Sometimes sabda, sometimes a sound, sometimes touch, sometimes taste, sometimes smell, sometimes sight, sometimes informations about God and other things, scriptures. The buddhi, when it goes beyond it all, srutivi pratipannate. Different types of scriptures, informations will come. Ida sthasyate nischala. Nischala satyati. No more you are struggling with the idea, am I that or am I this? Is it true or this is true? That is right or this is right? No, when it's gone. Yadate moho kalidam. Buddhi. Yadate buddhi. This thinking. All these apparent differences, delusions have come to an end. Tada nirvedam gantasi. You shall be nirvedam gantasi. You shall be absolutely back to your native innocence. Nirvedam. No veda nirvedo bhavati. The books are no more books. Information no more informations. Role is not a role. Thought is not a thought. Living is not living. Dying is not dying. Everything one. Srotavyasa srutasya. All that you have heard doesn't confuse you. All that you are yet to hear doesn't confuse you. Why? You are awakened. You are yourself. Nobody gives it to you. You are it. That is why the Guru is a facilitator. Krishna told, hey Arjuna, Tattvamasi. You are that. He didn't say, you shall be that, I shall make you that. No, no, no. You are it, even if you don't want it. Just like people lose themselves in the objects that are seen, never care for the eyes. The people lose themselves in the eye thought and never appreciate the source of it. What do you do? I thought is so enchanting, so alluring, so attractive. But the source is, right? It's like being lost in appreciating the paintings. The sun is rising there. The painting of sunrise is very interesting. But the sunrise is the painting of moonrise, the painting of a beautiful person or a girl or a boy or a tree or something, the paintings you are lost in it, but the reality is and neglected. The I thought is a painting. Sabda chitra, word painting. All the scriptures, word painting. There are stupid word painting is also there. If you get stuck on the words, it doesn't matter wise word or ordinary word. Dehoham is good enough. You don't have to say, I don't understand Aham Brahmasmi. Enough. And even if you repeat that word, Brahmaivam, but you don't understand anything. Both words are same. Like retired people. Oh, I'm going there, I'm the retired vice president, I'm retired president, I'm retired king, I'm retired major general, I'm retired managing director, I'm retired this and that. Why are you talking about? The bulbs that are working, they can compare 5 watt, 10 watt, 100 watt, 1000 watt. Fused bulbs are what? All the fused bulbs are same or no? Fused bulbs, you have a comparison. Retired, na fused. You don't want to be fused, be yourself. Consciousness can never be fused. Your roles will be fused. You cannot be in the same role all the time. What is your childhood? What is your youth? What is your old age? What is your poverty? Oh, my father was very poor and I struggle, I'm rich. And that is why exactly your son is stupid. Because you are the son of a poor man, you struggle to be rich. Now this fellow just tries on to be a rich man, he loves the opposite. No. So be grateful. Then the body is a temple. The whole universe is a temple. If you do not, but remain a thief, enjoying everything, but never grateful to the source. And where the true religious studies is something which helps you to be one with the universe. Separation, you know. Nobody needs to tell you are separate from the universe. You feel that because you are not aware of it. Somebody helps you to know the same point where you saw separation, same person, same point, that inseparable existence. The same point where you saw the dust, the same point there is the universe. The same point where you saw the one thought, the same point, thought-free, pure awareness. Infinity can never be kept away from finite. Even if the finite is proud that I am finite, infinity is still looking at it. If the drop says, there is no ocean, ocean still sustains it. So, what do you want to be? Be in the temple or be a prisoner? Choice is yours. Really, is there any choice? When you listen to it, you can say, I am. That is, the whole thing is a temple. But why not be a prisoner once in a while for a change? Choose. When are you getting that? When you allow somebody to win, who is the winner? When you allow yourself to be a beggar, who is the richest man? And all pervasive. Yet, that Mulattaro kevalam asrayanta bhikshanna matrena chatustimanta. Kopinavanta khalu bhagyavanta. The fellow, at one time, he says, Aniketa sthiramati bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Aniketa, the person Aniketa. No house can contain it. Which house can contain the all-pervasiveness? Therefore, the fellow is homeless. Why? Because no home can contain it. Such a person chooses taro mula kevalam asrayanta. Sit down, lives under a tree. Vikshanna matrena cha tushtimanta. Vikshanna matrena. Whatever comes, he enjoys it. Vikshanna, meaning whatever comes, unfold comes in life is fine. Or, like my one brahmachari friend was very nice, as he always makes a joke. He says, Vikshanna matrena chatustimanta. Vikshanna matrena cha tushtimanta. If you separate that word, Vikshanna matrena cha. In Viksha, in begging whatever comes in the, not begging, whatever comes in life, tushtimanta, very happy say. Or Vikshanna matrena, asking for begging, chatustimanta, become fourfold. Sorry, you can make anything out of it. Choice is yours. He alone is. Or I choose to be a prisoner of my body. If you choose to be a prisoner, are you not free? Like Krishna, his mummy, because the fellow was a nutcut, very naughty. So the mummy was trying to tie him down. So mummy brought a rope, tied him down, tied. More and more rope, more and more rope, nothing is tied down. What to do? So tie him down to a tree. That is where the trees, the Rakshasas, they also died. Meaning, if he doesn't want to be tied down, he cannot be tied down. If he wants to be tied down, immediately tied down. Free, nothing can tie you down. You pretend to be tied down. For a body sometimes, let us live like, what a pleasure, friends. Choice is yours. Swing from infinite to finite. For that, which, shall you hold your nose? I do only fire ritual, I do that. Why can't you do that also? Listen carefully, friend. This is why knowledge, jnanam. Think it out. Right. In order to think, suppose other things are helping you out, take care of it. But don't lose at any time, don't condemn yourself to that little practice, that little belief, that little something. Please don't do that. Then if you are finding your security into certain ideas, certain practices, certain thoughts, certain notions, you are a prisoner of a notion. What to talk about prisoner of the universe? That is too much of a thing to say. You are not the prisoner of the universe. Universe never imprisons anybody. You are not prisoner of a God. God doesn't makes a prisoner out of anybody. You make yourself a prisoner of a thought, an idea, one sensation, little money, little honor, little respect. If you make yourself a prisoner, even God can't free you. Because in His eyes, you are always free. In her eyes, you are always free. In its eyes, you are always free. Female, male is neuter. So you do that. Uddharet atmanatman. Atmanam avasadet. May you lift yourself, redeem yourself by yourself. So when you see these, listen to these things, take it over and think over. And what is the reality? Listen and resolve it. Then close your eyes. No more. Suratabhya, what is to be heard, what is already heard. What is to be seen, what is already seen. Nothing ever touches you. You can make it a poetry, like language of the devotion. You make a God a prisoner in your heart. You feel very comfortable that you have imprisoned the God. God feels very happy. That poor thing has kept me here also. He doesn't forget He is everywhere. This is out of the universe stuff, friends. See it, be it every moment of life. You must see it, friends, because I just say, remember that line. Whatever you give to your body will give you back. Same way your thought, you become crazy, angry, jealous, inferior, insecure, and you create problem for yourself, you shall create problem for anybody. Whatever you want to do for others, it will return to you thousandfold. As in moment of anger, long before the other person knows you are angry, you are already burning in the fire of anger. You are already burning in the fire of jealousy, hatred. So that is where you become so disastrous. You make the other person physically suffer so that you feel comfortable that you have made him suffer. But by making somebody suffer, your suffering will not go away. As even making somebody small, you shall never grow big. For you to grow big, be the biggest, Brahman. By putting down somebody, you can never rise. You want to rise? Be yourself and help everybody else to rise. And the other person doesn't want to understand, anyway he is down. You can get your pleasure if you want. But be yourself. See that it is resolved once for all. Sit down, think over it. Thank you.